Oh, all right. Let's see. Let's see if this works.
Should we do like previously discussed?
Right.
So in a nutshell,
we basically just sat here and talked to ourselves for 10 minutes because we don't know what the hell happened. Something
that of that nature.
We're
gonna see if this is working now.
Right. We don't know what happened. We were trying something new, and we don't know if it was the new thing we were trying or what that
or just YouTube in general,
something, or if it was just YouTube, or if it was what it was. But something wasn't working. There we go.
Oh,
all right. Wait. Okay.
I think YouTube found out that we were cheating on them.
Could be. They're like, no, bitch.
They're like, no. We don't work like that.
Yeah.
So right now, a lot of you don't even know that this is working right now.
Right.
And I'm posting it.
Yeah, we're working now, and we're up and running. Even we're just gonna have to try and re-talk to ourselves now for 10 fucking minutes. The fuck.
Oh my gosh.
Man, if it's not one thing, it's another. There's always something.
I think I'm not sure if Gabe Gardner could hear us.
I don't think he could. I don't think anybody could. Nobody could hear us.
Okay.
Nobody could hear us.
Did I post that everywhere?
God, I hope so. Let's see if we can get people back now.
Should we start from the beginning?
We can, sure. We may as well, since the entire
show just went bust.
15 minutes was a complete bust. So we may as well.
I'm gonna close this. Keep that open. And
start from the beginning and try this again.
So when we disappear ever again, we will know.
Pretend that never happened.
Yahoo.
Do you have eyebrows on tonight?
I do. They're very brown.
They're very light. Like they're. I don't. You look like Whoopi Goldberg.
Thank you.
Mm. All right.
The week I've been having. You could say anything you want at this point.
All right, let's try this again.
Oh fuck! Because I faded it out the last time.
Really? Still?
I faded it out the last time. Remember when we actually thought we were on?
Right. Let's try this again. And go.
Don't come to me to worry, cause I'm in the beauty shop, bitch.
That is one of the things that I dislike about some of our colleagues. The ones that stand and do the, and then they, and you're like, what the fuck? Or kings sometimes that go. You're like,
my favorite. I've watched some videos lately of kings, and I just bored to tears. I'm like, what are you doing? You're pacing, and you're not doing anything, and your costumes are shit. What
queens
are you
that
doing?
Go this. Every time the verse changes, it's not the end of the verse or anything. It's just, or a particular reason. It's just
they just right. They'll just walk.
I'm like, where are you going? Is this a new marathon thing that I didn't know about?
My favorite thing is when they find a mirror. And they turn around and they fluff in the mirror before they do. I'm like, we know we can see you, right? It's a mirror. We can see you. I hate that shit. Drives me crazy. Lose the ego.
Boy.
Stop it.
Anyway, so in short, we talked about that we are overworked, overpaid.
Overworked and underpaid.
Oh wait, yeah.
Overworked, underpaid. Fuck these jobs.
Basically, that's all we said.
We're
just two old people complaining about how
at this point
how we work too much and how this is kind of like the relief in our week.
Seriously, it's like it's my break. It's my one.
And poor Freddy has to reschedule his show
again. I had to reschedule Spotlight when I was in the hospital because, you know, I was in the hospital and
just
my finger was fucked up and I had a fucking midline in my arm and, you know, so we rescheduled it for January 30th, which I'm like, okay, that's far enough in advance, right? That's fine. It's like a month away and that's okay. Well, great.
Some of us were almost ready.
Right. And then my boss tells me today, I get an email. I get into work and I get an email that says, okay, so we're going to have you guys all work overnight.
Pause for a second. Don't you hate when they send you an email instead of saying, I don't know if this has ever happened to you, but I hate when people send me an email and they walk past you. And you're like, oh.
Yeah, I hate that shit. But this actually came from my bigger boss and he's in Texas. So, yeah. And it's like, okay, so we're going to go ahead and have you guys work your weird, bizarre overnight shift on the 30th. Oh, but also on the 24th. So we're going to destroy 2 of your weekends this month. And you're going to have to go ahead and reschedule your show again. And I actually emailed him and I fibbed a little bit. And I was like, I have an engagement and it's out of town. He basically said, tough shit. If you're not there, you're getting written up. So I'm like, well, really?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? I'm like, that's bullshit. First of all, you didn't give us any notice. There were no dates given to us ahead of time, so there's no way we could plan for any of this shit. A week? You're gonna give me a week's notice? Fuck you. I was pissed. I was pissed all fucking day. And luckily, the people that I work with in my show are all amazing, and they understand that it's not my fault.
They're all amazing?
Except for you. And then...
Wait a second.
They understand that it's not my fault and that my boss is a douchebag and there's nothing I can do about it. And luckily, Shar, who works over at Zone, is amazing and is going to let us reschedule.
My first comment was, where is your boss and can I slap him?
Seriously. I'm like, I was so mad. I was so mad.
I couldn't tell if your boss was a man or a woman, so I put them.
Them, yes, yeah.
Or if they don't identify at all.
Fucking... Oh, so angry.
Because if they had balls and you were in the same room, you probably would have pulled them off.
Oh, yeah. I was going to start fucking flailing, and then my idiot supervisor came over and started talking to me. I'm like, go get away from my face now. Don't even talk to me. Don't try to commiserate with me, you lazy son of a bitch who just sits there and does nothing all damn day and then tries to tell me that you're one of us, even though you may not be in there testing like the rest of us, but you're monitoring. Fuck you. Get out of here. I don't buy that shit. I'm angry. So yeah,
that's basically all we were doing.
Yeah,
we were ranting and didn't do it again. God damn it! You know what? Back it.
Yes, there's no point in this. Fuck the timer.
But we're here to entertain you.
That's what we do. We are here to entertain.
If we didn't do this, I think we would probably lose our sanity.
Right? It's just something.
I know it's insane to be a man and dress as a woman, but
we pretty much sit here and essentially talk to each other.
Unless the comments.
Unless we have comments, but otherwise we just sit here and just kind of talk to ourselves and talk to each other and hope that someday somebody will see it and, you know.
Oh.
Yay, look, Gabe is on.
And P-Mouse is on. P-Mouse, I need to be in contact with you real soon.
Yes.
I'm just a little busy. I just don't have that chance. Just do me a favor. Send me a message and let's just start talking.
Let's get you scheduled. Let's get you in here. Yes. To talk to P-Mouse. We must.
Well, we
before
have to do it
state.
On the couch,
we have to do it before state. Which is March 7th, which is what Dominic Von Strapcute's telling me. I think I hear from Dominic about 4 times a day that state is on March
if he
7th.
posted it one more time, I was going to be like, does he want all of us to be there? Is that what this is going on here?
Oh, crazy shit. So, yeah. So...
we might be there.
It's possible.
Just so you know.
It's possible. Only a couple more months and I'll have my car. At this point...
You might not. You might be working that night.
Damn it. All right. So we're gonna do this tip shit.
Yeah. Let's. I'm afraid to touch things.
That's what she said.
Especially this next segment, I am afraid to touch things.
They're all sterilized and none of them have been used anyway. I pulled
Should
them out
I
and
even
they
put
were
this
all...
up?
What do you got? We do. None of this has been used. It's all clean. It was just really dusty when I pulled that in the box. Did we freeze again?
Yay!
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Having fun, everybody. Look I don't have eyebrows.
I told you don't have eyebrows. What is happening, Felicia?
Just keep talking.
Just, okay. I have visual aids this evening, ladies and gentlemen, for our tip. Why, Felicia?
Let's just do the music and I told you, are you sure you want to do this? I feel like in a Family Guy episode. Just the tip by.
Why is iTunes opening?
No, it's not iTunes. Just do your thing.
Oh, okay, I'll do my thing.
And then iTunes. Just the tip is brought to you by whiteytidies.com.
Oh,
and this whole show is a fuck up because right now
what the hell's happening? It's okay.
And now I own this song.
Yeah. Oh, hell. All right, kids. Tonight, we're going to go ahead and revisit.
Oh, do I have a marker? Oh. Gotta be ready for this.
Okay. We're going to go ahead and we're going to revisit anal sex.
Should I write it for everybody?
Can you draw a butt?
Oh, what kind of butt?
I don't know.
Because you know there's cat butts that are like.
Wow.
Cat butt?
All right. So we've talked in the past of about butt sex and things to do and toys that you can use and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I actually dug around and found.
Dug around where?
I found some visual aids. Now I'm gonna preface this and I'm gonna tell you that none of these have been used. Most of them were like samples from Fascinations when I worked there. I managed to get them free at one spiff thing or another, whatever. They've so not been used that they all had like a ridiculous amount of dust on them when I pulled them out. So I just said so. We talk about the use of toys and taking things.
Look at me getting all excited.
Taking things easy and not rushing it and using lube and So I brought along a plethora of toys.
Not a plethora.
Yes, a plethora of toys. Most of them are made by Tantus. Most of them are medical grade silicone. And they're all different shapes and sizes.
They look like the Play-Doh thing.
Right? And they can all be used in different ways. Now, if you're someone that is new to butt sex, anal play, all that fun stuff, always remember lube. Lube, 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 lube,
lube.
You
didn't bring any. Oh, I should bring them.
I didn't bring any. I didn't bring any. I should have.
We're using Pure.
Oh, look at you. See? Okay. So for the most part, if you're going to use toys, you want a water-based lubricant. And I still recommend Pure for water-based lubricant, for any kind of water-based lubricant, just in general. Just Pure is the best stuff you can get. Water-based or silicone. But for toys, especially if it's silicone, you want to make sure that you use a water-based lube. And Pure is P-J-U-R. You going to spell that for us?
If I can spell it. Will it show it backwards, though? We'll see.
It shouldn't. Pure. That is Pure, which is the lubricant that I would recommend.
You know what? They follow us on Instagram.
Oh, hey. Look at that.
And I totally write like
what the hell? There you go. Follow them on Instagram.
They have sex tips on there.
Damn, see. So that's the biggest thing is when you're starting with anal play is lubricant. It's a must. Spit does not count, ladies and gentlemen. Spit does not count as lubricant. I'm just saying.
That's nasty.
Now, a lot of times when you're starting off, you don't want to go ahead and just shove random shit up there.
Why not?
And fingers actually are not always the best thing to start with. Reason being is fingers are, you've got
Hi, D.
You've got hangnails. You could have a rough edge on a nail. You could have rough skin.
broken nail.
You could have a broken nail. Not fun to be putting anywhere sensitive like that. So
because you can tear the tissue. You
can, and it's just it's not comfortable. Like seriously, like come on, be smart about it.
Be nice to your body.
Right. So if you want to start with something small, something about finger size that you can kind of introduce into,
there's none of those sizes.
It's a close enough finger size. There's this little guy right here.
If you
do we have a...
Why did you put it upside down?
I'm trying to show it so that I don't know, so that you can see it. See, look how little that is compared to a finger. It's a similar size. It's very smooth. This is actually made by Tantus.
Let me see this. Here, stick your hand out.
Yeah, thanks. It's made by Tantus. It is medical grade silicone. It also has cat hair all over it, which is awesome.
Oh, I can't wait to play with it.
Yeah. So what happens when you keep shit in a box for like several years?
So Freddy calls you over and says, I have this sex toy. It has cat hair on it. If that's your fetish.
Right.
Freddy's ready.
Make sure your toys are clean. I washed them, but then I live in my house, so there's cat hair on everything.
You let the cats play with it.
But this is a great starter toy, regardless of whether for whatever you have in mind. It's a great thing to start with. It's smooth and it has a back on it, so you can actually use it as like a plug.
Oh, you can see. Bill Travis.
Oh, hey, Bill. We love Bill. So this is a good one to start with if you just want something like an introductory toy. This is a great one to start with. Like I said, it's made by Tantus. It's medical grade silicone. It's completely sanitizable. So what you do is when you're done playing with it, you throw it in a pot of boiling water. You can also throw it in the dishwasher, as long as you're washing with hot water.
A pot of boiling water?
Yeah, it sanitizes.
I can't even stick my spoons in there. Like plastic spoons thing.
This is silicone. It doesn't melt.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, medical grade silicone. Right here.
I know that sounds stupid, but somebody out there has.
And also make sure that whatever toy you use, especially with something like this,
but not all toys you can throw in a hot boiling.
No, only medical grade silicone. You cannot just throw any toy in a pot of boiling water, otherwise you're gonna melt them.
The ones with batteries, you can't.
No,
unless the head comes off.
Yeah, no. But just remember, with anything like this, if you are playing with someone that also happens to have a vagina, do not put this in the butt and then put it in the vagina.
Oh, no.
Don't do that. So to kind of graduate up from that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have something that's nice and smooth and small.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually sort of, it's kind of like anal beads. They pick black toys. It's kind of like anal beads, but it's still a butt plug. You see, it's got the back on it. But it's got the sort of the graduated, the kind of graduated beads, I guess, if you
will.
So
you don't like shove like a huge one.
No, it's gradual. So it's, you start with the small one and you wait a little bit, then you in a little bit more, and then a little bit more, and then a little bit more. And these are designed to stay in while you're doing other things. So if you happen to be of the male,
vacuuming?
Yes. If you have tight enough sphincter muscles, by all means. If it's, if you are of the male persuasion, if you want to fellatio or getting fellatio performed on you, foreplay, all that happy stuff, kind of gets you, And with women, a lot of women, it's not like in the porn movies where you just slam it in and keep pounding. Most women don't actually enjoy that. Most women.
Movies were you watching?
Most women, or should I say, let me rephrase, not just women, but people that have vaginas. Let me put it that way.
Well, they have gay ones too, where people just
slam it in.
And
there.
you're like, oh no, nobody. No.
But particularly people with vaginas tend to enjoy anal play more when there's some other stimulation going on. Whether if you are sort of nipple centric or whether you are vaginally centric, whatever it is, if you have other things going on, and it tends to be a little more pleasurable. But again, lube, 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 lube. This is another one. It's a little bit bigger. So if you graduate from the bigger ones and you're like, okay, the smaller ones, you're like, I want something a little more. This one's graduated as well. It looks kind of like a peanut. And it's designed, the back it's got like, it's curved on the side over here. It's designed to sort of fit in between your butt cheeks.
Oh, so you can walk around all day long.
Yeah, absolutely, if you wanted to. But again, the back keeps it from slipping in.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, there is no end to the colon. There is an end to the to the vagina. You hit a wall. There is no wall when it comes to the colon. So make sure that whatever you put in your butt has a back to it. This is another one that's made by Tantus. Again, medical grade silicone. It's nice and smooth. There's no, like, Tantus is very good about things that don't have seams. Seams are another no-no that you don't want in the butt. Seams can collect bacteria. Seams can rub and be uncomfortable and painful. Right, you don't want that. These are all basically solid pieces. There's no seams on them anywhere, which is kind of nice. They're soft. They're not super hard, so they're bendy and they're soft. This one is kind of fun because it's kind of shaped like a bullet. It's got like a little rocket, and it's got a gradual tip, which is often a lot easier to put in than this one. This one you kind of have to be sort of more used to anal sex,
or relaxed,
or really relaxed, because there's no like, it doesn't have a gradual tip on it. This one does, and it's got the ribbing on it, which is kind of nice. And again, no seams. But what's nifty about this one too is that hole on the bottom will fit a bullet. So if you want vibration, right? So if you want vibration, you just go. These actually, when you buy them from Tantus, actually come with a bullet. But if the bullet dies, or if you don't,
$2 ones,
right, you can get like a cheap little bullet for a couple of bucks. Same thing. You can stick it in, and it gives you that vibration, which will actually help loosen you up. The vibration will help loosen you up. Again, this is Tantus medical grade silicone, and they come in all sorts of pretty colors too. I mean, there's
just a rainbow.
Now this one, I have this one, and this is actually
that looks like bedside furniture.
I thought I got this. I actually bought this, and the reason I bought it was because I thought it was pretty. It's wood. It's solid wood, and it's absolutely gorgeous if you look at it. The
looks like, I don't want to say it's oak. That's not oak.
It's hard to see, but there's all sorts of nifty like just colors and everything, and I just thought it was pretty. That's all. And this is actually very well made. I don't remember who made it, but it's one piece. There's no seams. Now, if you're going to use a wood one like this, you could actually use a silicone loop because it's non-porous. There's
what is non-porous?
The way that these are made, they're non-porous.
It's sealed.
It is sealed.
Because wood is porous.
Wood is porous. Yes, correct. Very good, Felicia.
Smarter than I look sometimes.
Right. So with something like this, if you were to use like a wood one or a metal one or a glass one, you could use silicone lube with it.
You don't have a glass one?
I don't. I
used to go like hotcakes.
I know. I always wanted one. Never had a chance to get one. I also wanted one of the surgical steel ones, and I never got one of those either.
Those kind of look scary to me.
They were pretty, I thought, because they're the ones that have the jewel on the end of them.
I could just imagine, like, the wood one being really pretty and me having it out and not even thinking twice and just have my mother over and just.
There were ones that are like,
if you look at it, it looks kind of like a little tree. Yeah. It
just looks like if you didn't know what the hell it was.
My mother picking it up and going, what is that?
If you didn't thinking, oh my God. If you didn't know what it was, you wouldn't think about it. But there is absolutely nothing wrong with playing with the butt. You just have to remember that you need to take it slow.
And if it's your first time, take it really slow.
Right. Listen to your partner. If you are the one on the giving end, if they tell you to stop, stop. Don't feel pressured to be like, well, if I keep trying it, maybe I'll like it. It's not for everybody. Not everybody enjoys it.
But if you enjoy it and it continues to hurt, you should stop.
Right. Yeah. Just make, if it hurts, it's not supposed to hurt. If you're like, ow, ow, that really fucking hurts, you're not doing it right and you need to stop. there's going to be, it's not necessarily uncomfortable, but you're putting something in an area that does not naturally lubricate. And it takes a minute to get used to it. That's why things like rimming are always really good, because, you know, when you get nervous, what do? You clench, right? Mm-hmm. So that's going to create all sorts of issues. You can't play with the butt if you're clenched and freaking out about it. That's not going to happen. So to relax, rimming is always great, and it kind of lubricates it a little bit, kind of loosens it up, kind of, you know.
You know what the precursor we should have started with? With any kind of anal play.
What?
We should have started with clean anal.
Clean is good. Unless you're into
because if you're walking around with this, it ain't too fresh.
Yeah,
and you haven't done anything to.
Yeah, clean is good. Clean it out. I wouldn't necessarily
recommender of the squirt,
like the douches and the enemas and things like that.
Bad idea or good idea?
It really depends. You can, if you don't do it right, you can actually damage yourself.
What if you go to one of those people that stick vacuums up your butt?
Oh, it's terrifying.
I haven't done it. Don't look at me like. You can. I heard it makes you healthy, but I'm scared.
You can do like a basic sort of enema type thing. If you get they have like a hot water bottle at Walmart. It's like $5 and it comes with all the things to do like a basic enema, and it's just a matter of washing it out. But if you've
do not keep the water in there.
I've
read some nasty and weird things.
That's gross. If you have utilized the restroom recently, shall we say?
Let's give it like 2 hours.
Right. If it's, but you'd be pretty much cleaned out at that point. So all you have to do is just kind of freshen up and
have not eaten a heavy meal or beans.
Right. Just be conscious of the person that's down there, and there is nothing worse than you're getting into it and then you pull out the toy or you grab something and
or you go down to rim.
Right, ladies, no. If it smells funky, ladies and gentlemen, please just clean your ass.
And ladies, don't act like you're always clean, please.
No, I call bullshit.
Because I have walked past some of y'all and thought, her period is running rampant.
Yeah, I call bullshit on that. Just make sure you're clean. And never, ever, ever, if you have a vagina or if your partner has a vagina, never, ever, ever take something out of your butt and put it in the vagina. You're talking mean, nasty bacterial infections, yeast infections, all sorts of fun shit. You do not want that.
Or don't take a penis out of your butt and put it in somebody's mouth.
Ass to mouth, no ass to mouth. I don't care who you are. Your kid, can you imagine if you did that? What if you say you brush your teeth or something and your gums were, your gums are sensitive. Some people, their gums.
Some people's gums bleed.
Your gums are bleeding, or if you have say you bit your cheek at lunch, or you bit your lip
matter in your blood system.
Yep. Nasty. Don't do it. Don't take something out of your butt and put it somewhere else. Ever.
I was hungry.
A good thing to do is to keep you can keep baby wipes by the bed. So if you want to switch it up and whatever, wipe that shit off. Just fucking grab a baby wipe, wipe off your dick, wipe off your but or if you better yet, wear a condom. If you know that you're gonna be playing in the butt and you're going to want to do something else, wear a condom. That way you can just take the condom off or put a new one on, whatever you need to do. Just, yeah. Thank you, Felicia. Yeah. Just be mindful. And if you are the person that is on the giving end of it, don't try to force the issue. If your partner's not into it, don't do it. Just don't. That can ruin the whole thing. And I don't know a lot of people that are absolutely against everything anal. Most people are fine with things like rimming, a little bit of a finger.
I didn't know that. You know, I am surprised. It's a big thing in the heterosexual community.
It's called pegging.
Mm-hmm.
This actually can come as part of a pegging kit. It's designed. This actually comes.
No pun intended.
Right. As at Fascinations, you can actually get this little guy right here in a kit that has this one size up and then one size up from that and a harness. And it's designed for heterosexual couples that want to start experimenting with pegging. Which, for those of you that don't know, pegging is a term used
what gay men have been doing for years.
Right. It's heterosexual couples where the woman puts on a strap on
Correct.
and basically fucks her guy in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
That's how that works. And you know, as a health benefit with men, if you can get like, especially with some of the plugs that have like vibration,
Mm-hmm.
it's great for prostate stimulation. And the prostate stimulation, number one, can give you a motherfucking goddamn ridiculous orgasm. The prostate was in the womb your G-spot. So before you became a boy, when you were still a girl in the womb and your penis grew, that the G-spot in a woman is what actually develops into the prostate.
God.
So that stimulation is an amazing orgasm if you can do it. Also, stimulating the prostate helps minimize the risks of things like prostate cancer, which we've actually talked about on a previous show.
Correct.
But for those of you that don't know, just a quick run through here. With a prostate, every time a man ejaculates, basically it's like a sink trap.
It's like
So
what?
the prostate is like a sink trap. So every time a man ejaculates, shit gets, you know, there's residue that gets caught basically in the sink trap, which is the prostate. When nothing's done, it hardens and hardens and hardens and
So
hardens.
you're saying I need to have more sex?
Probably.
Oh.
And that is what causes issues with the prostate. When you stimulate the prostate, like whether you use a prostate massager, whether it's anal sex, whatever it is, if you're stimulating the prostate and then ejaculating, basically you're helping to break that gunk up. You're breaking it up, you're softening it so that it can get pushed through again.
Is that why it happened? That's why generally like prostate cancer happens in older men.
Mm-hmm. Because it's a buildup and a buildup and a buildup and a buildup and a buildup. It doesn't go anywhere. It's like what happens when, you know, you notice your sink isn't draining as fast, you know, so you leave it and then you continue to leave it. You just think it's gonna
just keep washing dishes.
Right. And it just keeps building and it keeps building and it keeps building and it keeps building. And you know, next thing you know, you're trying to snake
By the
it.
time you call the plumber.
Right. And then your
he's like,
bathtub
"This
is
is
backing up and you
$300."
have, you know, 6 inches of water in your bathroom. And it's you know, it's the same thing. It's maintenance. And the more men that realize this and understand that and can get past the whole.
So jacking off is healthy?
Jacking off is healthy if
To
you
an
have
extent.
something stimulating your prostate. Because what the thing is without the stimulation of the prostate, that stuff just gathers. The stimulation of the prostate is what breaks it up and softens it so it can get pushed through.
So
Every time you ejaculate, gunk gets stuck in your prostate. You see what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
So there are actual prostate massagers. This little guy right here, the little one with the slight curve to it, is actually great. With the slight curve to it, is actually great for massaging the prostate because it's got that curve so it can get to it. And then so you're playing with the prostate and you ejaculate.
Carrie doesn't have a prostate. Or yourself?
I found out that my insurance will cover my prostate exams.
Well, oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh, but here I do have some good news and sort of in the lines of prostates and whatnot.
Uh-huh.
Because of my $60,000 plus cat bite, my hysterectomy will now be free, and that will be done this year before June.
Oh,
Because
your voice might get deeper.
And because it's going to be
deeper.
fucking free because a fucking cat caused me $60,000 plus worth of damage.
Well,
So,
sounds like you
yeah.
got some personal problems.
Have you seen my finger? Let me tell you about personal problems. I'm just saying.
Didn't say anything.
I'm just saying.
Didn't say anything.
I'm just saying.
So not pushing the issue.
Do you want to keep this?
No, you said you liked it. I don't want to.
I don't have it anywhere. I dug it out of a box. Here, would you like it?
I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna go put it by the front door.
You can have it.
Am I
on your little nook? There you go. Perfect. You can have it. It's
and then when people come through the door, if you
ever.
come to visit me, it'll be by the front door, and you can play with the anal plug.
You can play with my butt plug
by the front door. It's well lubed and
ready to go.
Oh God, I'm afraid to switch this.
Shit.
You know what? I'm not even gonna
It's not even gonna bother. Just turn it off.
So I am gonna try something though. I'm gonna try this.
Oh
and
God.
If we disappear, it was my fault, and I'm glad more of you are watching now because I don't know. I said anal plug, and the viewers jumped up.
Well,
and
before you do that, refresh the comments. Just
let me. Yeah, let's go ahead and answer some comments.
Oh, real quick. I have a really exciting announcement.
What's that?
Stitch found a home.
Oh yes, I saw your to-do. A couple of your people's.
He is actually
had him
over a year. We got him the first weekend in December 2013.
Oh, that's right. He was at our little event.
Yeah. He is he's going to Gabe and Dionysus.
Really?
Yep. We are gonna.
Gabe, are you ready for that?
He's a good boy.
You calmed him down?
He's completely crate trained. They met him the other day.
Wow, how good are you?
Met him the other day.
It only took a year.
He's a great dog now. It took less than a year, but because he didn't show well at events, we couldn't do shit with him. So, little fucker. But no, he's gonna go with Gabe and Dionysus. He's gonna go play with Molly, their basset hound. He's got a doggy door, and it's gonna be fun. So we're taking him down on Saturday.
Oh, you don't have to work?
I don't give a fuck if I have to work. They can't fucking spring that shit. He can kiss my ass. I don't give a fuck.
This is official recording. This is the last time I'll see Freddy.
Right? You want to write me up? Fucking write me up. I will take it to the ethics line.
Anyway, so I'm going to try to share this. I have offbeat news, and I don't remember what time we started, but we'll decide when we want to stop.
8:15-ish.
So, did we take 30 minutes to talk about anal plugs?
Could be.
Wait, good essence of time. Oh wow, we did take.
We
30.
did.
Son of a bitch. I'm gonna try something, and my computer might freeze. But oh, good.
Which is gonna break the internet.
So I'm gonna put on the screen. I'm gonna share my screen with you guys. I hid all the porn, so you can't really see a lot.
That's what we're watching over here. You can't see it, but we can.
But my first offbeat features me and a couple of queens from Phoenix, like Pandora the Strange. I'll just let you watch, and you be the judge, so to speak. Not the actual judge.
It's gonna work.
Yes, I think so.
Oh my, look at that.
So let's go back to the title. Can they hear me at the same time?
I hope so. I think so. Because you're just sharing your screen.
When it comes up over there, I'll turn on the sound. But so this is a battle between. It's not what you think it may be. It's when I read it the first time when Pandora put it on my page, I thought, oh my gosh. Hold on a second, guys.
Yes, okay, good.
So, oh yes, they can hear us. Anyway, so I thought maybe queens are actually taking it to court because like I thought it was drag queens.
Right.
And I was like, oh my God, the tea is getting so bad that we've gotten to court.
Oh my God.
So anyway,
Jesus Christ.
back a couple years, about 2 years ago, Pandora and I and a couple of fellow colleagues went and did a photo shoot, and it was for Queen's Tea, and it's Michael Ferguson and Seth Anderson. They were the first gay couple to be married in Utah, but they used to live here, and we did a photo shoot for them with them, and to promote their tea. So I'm gonna try to play the video and see how the fuck that goes.
A battle is brewing over tea. It pits one Seattle tea shop against another in Salt Lake City, and it has everything to do with who is the tea queen. Come Force Matt Markovich explains.
What is a queen?
Oh,
That depends on where you get the tea you drink. The Queen Mary Tea Room in Seattle has been around for 26 years.
They're all so nice here. It's such a special place to come. The tea is spectacular, and you can get any kind you want.
They sell their own blend of teas at an emporium and online.
Everything is homemade and impeccably presented.
All with a flair of British royalty. On the other hand, there's the Queen's Tea, a 2-year-old Salt Lake City company started by the first same-sex couple to marry in Utah. And their version of a queen is vastly different than British royalty. 2 queens, 2 different meanings, both selling tea.
The teas that you ordered?
Seattle's Queen Mary is suing Salt Lake's The Queen's Tea for trademark infringement, claiming the Queen's Tea is too similar to Tea Queen's, a home tea party service run by the Seattle shop. Now the Queen Mary says the Queen's Tea is organizing a smear campaign, flooding social media and review sites like Yelp with fake reviews.
They are not doing that.
Obviously painful to read.
There are claims of gay bashing and unrighteous bullying.
We've provided wedding cakes for same-sex weddings. I mean, we live here in Seattle, so I can't really imagine a scenario where we'd be considered an anti-LGBT business.
The owner of Salt Lake's The Queen's Tea denies any smear campaign.
It felt like they were trying to bully us. I felt like they saw that we were a new company that was a year old who would back down to them. But as we've been saying, they picked on the wrong queen.
But now the Queen's Tea in Salt Lake will stop selling their tea online until a judge decides if a royal queen trumps a gay one. In Seattle, Matt Markovich, KOMO 4 News.
Thank you, Matt. A federal judge is expected to rule on the case in the next couple of months.
That's fucking stupid. It's stupid.
So
Do you know, okay, are they gonna go and sue every fucking tea house that has the word queen in their name? Because I guarantee you, there's more than 2 tea houses with the word queen in their name.
So
it's a bunch of bullshit.
What I was discussing this with someone earlier is that I think that the online competition has gotten to a point where people that are tea enthusiasts are looking up like Queen Tea or something. Like they can't remember the name really. So they look up Queen Tea and then they realize, oh, Queen's Tea, I think I'll try that. It's not what I was looking for, but
we'll try that anyway. Yeah.
Yes.
Fucking
But
stupid.
so I am, of course, supporting the Queen's Tea out of Utah. But I think I've gone through, not that I've been sued myself for copyright infringement, but I did work for a client that did covers for somebody, and this person was a musician and is doing pretty well now, which I wish they would pay me, but we won't discuss that. Anyway, but I built their website and I was hosting it. It was like when I first started doing like web and graphic design, and I got this message that scared the shit out of me that said, "This is Sony/BMG, and the following song has been found on this website," and they listed all the songs that have been like covers, and they said that I had 24 to 48 hours to consult them, and because also that person was selling their covers, but they were popular songs, so you can't. Well, the thing is, with that, you have to buy permissions.
Right.
I think you also have to cite that it is a cover. I don't think that's what we had on there. But a lot of, like, I was scared. I was like,
yeah, you can't.
He kept saying, "Where's my music?" And I was like, I don't have it on there.
Yeah, that's what's the last thing you need is a freaking lawsuit.
There would be no Felicia if Felicia had gotten sued by Sony.
Yeah, I don't see that going.
First
very well.
Walkman would have been just a horrible memory for me. Because I would have had a different meeting by then. I would have been in jail.
That would have not been okay.
So that was one. Since that worked, I didn't want to put too many on the screen. So
we know that it works now, though.
Now that it works, we will be using that feature a little more often. Especially with your tips, we could show people the pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah, show people
real
the pictures.
deal.
Yeah, I'm still gonna go hunt around for bad selfies too, just because.
Well, I can't. We're gonna have to work on that so I don't show people's identity.
Okay, here's
the one
thing.
that you showed me.
Okay, well, we can't use that one obviously, but I think we could probably troll around Twitter and other places too. And here's the thing.
I could save the pictures and open them up as little windows.
Like you, and it says right out there. Anytime you put anything on social media, it is free game. I'm telling you, we're gonna do it.
Yes.
If the Tonight Show can do it, we can do it. I'm just saying.
But they have lawyers.
My cousin's a defense
attorney. But we're supported by lawtruck.com.
Right? See, we're supported by lawtruck.com, bitches. Come at me, bro. Did I use that in the right context?
I think so.
Okay.
Stop watching reality TV. You've been doing it again. You can tell when Freddy's been watching reality TV because he starts using common vernacular that he would not use on a daily basis. Like, at the end of the day, or I feel some kind of way, or what's the other one? I heard one the other day. I was like, if I hear Freddy say that, I will punch him. Which ones have you been watching?
I just finished the second season of Catfish. There's only 2 seasons on Hulu. So
did you find the episode that I was talking about?
Which one was it?
When the guy like let them on and he came and they let them all travel there and then he came down the stairs and he knew that he did wrong. I have to find that.
They all did that.
No, this one was like especially douchey. Like he knew that he was.
There was the one where they met at the park and the guy like came out and was gonna start swinging. He like comes over and he starts like.
My problem is, why did he come out and agree to meet them? Why would you just stay home?
They all do, and I think it's just because they want to be on TV because they know it's Catfish.
So this one's hashtag double ouch, and the headline reads: "Woman cuts off her husband's dick, not once, but twice."
Ouch.
And I read. A woman in China chopped off her cheating husband's penis as he slept. He was a father of 5. He used his cell phone. His name is Fan Lung, which I think is funny. I don't know why I think it's funny. I think it's kind of Anyway, 2 things that produce air are his names. Yeah. Anyway, First mistake, he used his wife's cell phone to send his lover a dirty email, and he forgot to log out of his account.
Why would you do that?
Hey, where's his cell phone?
Right? Yeah. Oh, mine's dead. I'm just going to borrow yours real quick so I can send my... What?
So his...
He deserves to have his penis.
His 21-year-old wife, second mistake, really young. That's not her name. Really young is not her name. name is Feng,
That's funny.
who is now under arrest, came across the sexy exchange. She went nuts and cut off his penis with scissors while he slept.
Oh, fuck.
The man
How do you sleep through that?
You don't. The man was rushed to the hospitals where, I quote this verbatim, where doctors were able to sew his pee-pee back on. Does it not say that?
Wow, this is a reputable news site.
Yeah, it's
Words like pee-pee.
the New York Post.
Fascinating. All right, then. Carry
I
on.
trust them. His wife then came into the recovery room and chopped off the penis again. I'm starting to think that she has now surpassed every crazy black woman that I can think of.
She had some issues. Somebody might
And
want to get her to
Elena Bobbitt is no longer the thing anymore. It's going to be the Feng.
Although
Lung.
did she end up cutting his off, or did she bite it off?
She bit it off, I think.
That's still pretty gutsy right there.
But this is twice. Jeez. He lost. He in shock. He chased his. If I was in, ladies and gentlemen, if someone were to cut off my penis and I had not gave them consent to cut it off,
Go ahead and cut my penis off.
if I am not in for a certain procedure in which you may cut my penis off, I don't think you should go chasing the person that cut it off again.
He's having issues with some major blood loss.
Yes, he did lose a lot of blood. The staff rushed out to see what was happening and found the patient with blood streaming down his leg, hitting the woman. He stopped and the woman was taken in for treatment. Wrong. Third mistake.
No.
He stopped, and then they discovered she chopped off his penis again. Despite their search efforts, they were unable to find his penis, and local, I'm trying not to laugh during this part. I laughed when I read this. The police believe it may have been taken by a stray dog or cat.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Lungs girl on the side. Oh. So the mistress, her name is Zhang Heng.
He's not anymore.
Says she's okay with her guy not being able to have more children. My problem would be, would he be able to do things with her?
If you can create a penis out of a skin graft for a trans man, you can do the same thing for him. He's got most of the bits and pieces there.
So yeah,
prosthetics.
It's
toys.
just that's not the real thing.
No, it's not the real
After
thing.
you've had the real thing, you can't.
You deal with it and you.
You can't really suck it up. It's not there. You said it. I just brought it to light. But if you guys, wait, there was one more that somebody sent me.
Oh, Felicia.
And now that I know that I can share them on the screen, I will.
I can have all sorts of fun with that.
We are going to be showing people's things.
That's very exciting.
I'm just going to read this headline first. Church decision to stop funeral for gay woman angers family.
Is that offbeat?
Not really.
Sounds like every day in a conservative.
Oh, you would be right.
Town.
They shut down her funeral after 15 minutes after it began.
People are stupid.
Quote, this is not about being able to have dignity in death of one of God's children. Wow.
So about that, I love, like, when you see an article about something, some of my favorite things to do is read the comments. And Ellen posted a clip from.
Oh, did you watch the one where she?
It was in response to like a letter that was written about her. The guy that said she
the pastor.
The pastor that. So it was posted. I can't remember. Might have been I can't remember what site it was, but posted a clip of her response. And then I read the comments afterwards. Oh my God. There was this one fucking Christian lady who kept saying, I'm 62 years old and I'm a good Christian woman, and went on this rant about how gays are just an abomination and blah, 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 blah. And people kept making fun of her because she sat there and did this for 3 hours straight. You can tell by the time codes on the, because people would be like, people are being very nice to her. You know, they were like, why
can't you love and accept us?
It's like, why can't you, quoting the Bible, blah, 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 blah. And she just flat out, she was like, my daughter was beaten by a man and then she turned gay and now she's a bisexual. And if I never talk to her again, that'd be fine by me. But she knows that I'm here whenever she decides to right herself with God. I'm like, oh my God, lady, get off your goddamn high horse. She was attacking everybody, including the other Christians that would get on and tell her, like there was a pastor that actually jumped on and was like, look, I'm a conservative pastor and you're not being very Christian right now. And she just jumped on his throat. Like, I'm just like, this woman is nuts. Fucking
My
crazy.
question is to those that are quote unquote Christian, including the lady that was on the bus talking very loudly on the bus, but I had had a very long day, and I think that if I would have responded to her, I would have been on the news for more than just tea. But she did not say glorious things about her faith. And growing up in, I don't want to say my family was, well, they are conservative, but a Catholic home, sometimes that makes you look outside of.
Catholic, not Baptist?
No, not Baptist.
Do they know they're black?
There are black Catholics.
I'm just checking.
But if you know me and entertainment value, you know that music doesn't come from a Catholic church.
Right.
But anyway, back to the subject. But I do not like how people come at you and say this is ungodlike when we, no offense to anybody, but we wrote that book. And if there was a higher being, you would think that he or she or they would create a people of knowledge, of humbleness, of togetherness. Just it's so frustrating because you have those people that say, I go to church every week, I do this, I do that, but I can go to the club and not cuss somebody out. I can, yeah, that's a sin. But
so is eating shellfish.
Yes, there are so many things in that book that if you look today would count all of us as sinners, but for some reason, some sins are so I don't know if it's ambiguous, the word. It's or so, like huge that like you're like, why is this one bigger than this one?
Well, that's the thing, is that if you actually read the Bible, there's no such thing as a small sin.
So
a sin is a sin, and
but I'm talking about the mankind that make it seem that okay.
That's because they pick and choose. They go through some things, and what's really funny is they'll sit there and they'll go through and they'll pick this and they'll say, okay, well, Leviticus this says this about homosexuality, so I'm going to get a tattoo that has that on there. But you miss the whole part in Leviticus where it says the tattoos are an
My problem is, and I'm going to say this, I've never had a Buddhist come up to me and say, why are you gay?
No, never. They're not going to happen.
I'm not Buddhist, but I'm saying maybe
don't get me started on religion.
We were supposed to have a show on religion and have different parties, bisexual, trans, and therefore and set forth. But I say, if you are of any religion at all, the main focus of that religion is to find good and prosperity in mankind, and none of the Christian-like people that go on TV or comment like that lady are finding goodness for mankind.
Oh, no, she says she is.
But she's not.
She says that being good is easy. Finding Jesus is hard. And she found Jesus at 9 years old when her mother abandoned her, and she took Jesus's hand. I'm like, okay, well, Jesus is not a racist, bigoted asshole. So I don't know what Jesus you're talking about, unless we're reading it completely wrong.
Now,
and you're talking about Jesus, who was the gardener at the time. In which case, he may very well be a racist, bigoted asshole. I don't know. We could have just completely misunderstood that entire conversation. If she kept spelling Jesus, and we kept reading Jesus, but she really meant Jesus, who was the
gardener, which she had an affair with.
It could have, there could have been he could have been a racist, bigoted asshole. We could have just been reading it completely wrong. Things get lost in translation. And when you don't specify whether you're talking about Jesus or Jesus, it can be really confusing sometimes. So that could be the case. She was talking about a family friend or something whose hand she took who helped her, who was a bigoted asshole.
I'm going to say this and it's going to make so many people mad. And nobody's going to want to see a gospel number from me.
Oh, Lord, here we go.
It is the only book on this earth in which we have mixed interpretations on what it means and what it says.
Well, one of the reasons is that
it was written by man.
Well, of course it was. The Old Testament was originally written in Hebrew, and if you look at like the original Hebrew texts, there are words. Some words in Hebrew have 5 different meanings. So when you translate it and then translate it again and then translate it again and then translate it again and then continuously translate
it, you have to include, and I am saying this myself. You have to include that along the way we have stuffed. We have gone, oh, well, this iced tea has not a lot of sugar in it for my liking. Last generation didn't put a lot of sugar in it, so I'm going to put more sugar in it.
Yeah.
So,
but that comes on with the translation, too. It fluffs it.
They go, that doesn't make sense. Let's put some more in there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just waiting for the next edition to come out. So then I can read that one and then go, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it now. Eating a cheeseburger on a Thursday is a sin. Yeah. It is.
You're already screwed. You're
wearing women's clothing.
Between the cross-dressing and like the poly cotton blends and
What am I gonna? And synthetic hair.
Although I'm gonna tell you right now, there's actually one thing in the Bible that I wholeheartedly agree with, and I don't know why the hell it ever stopped.
What?
The segregating of women during their periods.
Oh, can we bring that back?
I'm dead serious. The whole time I'm like, why the hell don't I have my own little tent somewhere? Stay away from me. Don't touch me. Don't talk to me. I am unclean, motherfuckers. I am unclean.
Well, no. You won't have that problem.
Well, I haven't had that problem in a while.
But
what I'm saying is that is something that never should have gone away. Out of all the things that we held on to in the Bible, why the fuck did we get rid of that? Segregate the women while they're bleeding. It'll be good for everybody involved. I'm telling you. Get a tent, get whatever. Put them in a storage shed out back. I'm telling you. They will, you put them in a tent, give them lots of fucking chocolate, and leave them be. In 3 to 5 days or so, they will come out and they will be perfectly happy again.
All I have to say is
I'm just saying.
95% of my workplace is women. I would be there alone.
But it would be really peaceful. And then everybody would come back and they would be happy. I'm telling you, I am dead.
I'd be like, oh my God.
I'm going to make this a thing. Everybody should have an area in their home that can be completely shut off from the world, where if you need to, you can slip chocolate in through like a mail slot.
Don't come over here.
Like chocolate and donuts and fried food. You just slip it through the mail slot and they will stay and be happy and indulge. They can watch Netflix to their heart's content and cry and do whatever it is that they need to do. And then they will come out and they will rejoin society and they will be much better for it. I'm telling you.
Who put that on there?
This is something that never should have gone away.
In the comments that Justin Bieber received a $2 million.
Yes, he did.
To do gay porn?
Yes, he did. He was offered, it was with one of the big gay stars, I can't remember who. But yeah, he was offered it. The jury's out on whether or not he's going to accept. He might. He's Justin Bieber, and he's kind of a douchebag, and
He lost a lot of money over the last
and he
year.
hasn't been making any money because he's not talented. And
So he's gonna be gay for play.
I'm a chuckle if he does it. It's gonna be the fucking ridiculous selling porn.
Hi, Sophia St. James. You did join at the best time. All the time is the best time to walk into my church. You can hear the best word of
Jesus
any
Christ.
word. And I did have somebody ask me if I wanted them to pray for me.
Aw.
You know what I said to them? I said, pray for somebody else to be happy. Because though we are complaining about our jobs, I'm happy that I got a roof over my head and I'm able to feed myself.
Yes, I'm bitching about my job because it fucking sucks right now. But my job is what is going to allow me to get my car in,
so you can drive yourself to those late night overnights,
right? And not have to worry about whether or not I'm gonna get home in time. My first day back, I got home in time to hand the keys to Carrie so she could leave.
Oh, nerve-wracking.
Freaking awful. And then I was so exhausted. You know when you get so tired you can't get comfortable, you can't.
I get so tired where I can't sleep at all.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh my god. And I slept for 4 hours and woke up. It's awful. Anyway, yeah, stupid.
But we should have the church discussion. We should have a big old blown out church discussion.
I think that would be interesting. I think we should make that a special. I think that we should do it. I think that
should we do a pre-record?
I think we should do a pre-record, and I think we should post it. Not do it as part of the things. I think it could get
because it can kind of
get kind of heated, and yeah. But I think we should totally do it and pre-record it and put it up as a Fefe extra type of thing.
Oh, we could do that. I just need to get a video camera because I don't want to record it on here. But if you have Fefe offbeat news, most of the offbeat news comes to me from y'all. I don't. Sometimes I do, which is weird. I'll be scrolling through Facebook and I'll be like,
"Why didn't you look at the fucking site that I sent you?"
Because we both have been working.
Whatever.
And when I get home, I don't fucking feel like looking at my phone.
Stop doing that. You remind me of Miss Piggy.
What?
Haven't you ever watched Miss Piggy where she flips her hair like that? Miss Piggy totally does that. And your hair is kind of
my curse.
Interesting this evening.
It's kind of.
It's something. I'm not sure.
Pinned right here.
I think you may need to wash it or something.
No, it's pinned. I didn't put it the way I wanted it. Okay. Nor did I get to brush it. And it's fucking hot in here. My husband closed the air vent.
I was wondering why it was really warm in here. Oh, shit.
Look how shiny I am. I feel like...
You're always shiny. I'm going to keep a powder puff in here just to...
I do keep a powder puff in here.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, I got a run in my boob. Damn. Plus, they get hot. You should know.
I wish I could just take mine out.
That's over. Anyway, we want to thank y'all for watching. On future episodes, we hope that you
Did you have 2 sets of boobs in?
No, this is padded.
Oh, I'm like, you took them out and they're still there? I'm like, what happened?
I could have just got away with just wearing the bra, but if I would have touched myself, it would just...
I'm so confused for a minute.
Look at how the boob just comes out.
That's pretty special.
I think women wish they could do this. Go.
Yes.
And then when they're ready, just go. Ready. Anyway, we want to thank you all for watching. If you guys have any tips that you want us to cover, we're not going to cover religion, obviously, because it took up another 30 minutes. And let us know if you have any offbeat news. Robin Hartz and Sophia St. James have been good about posting it on our wall. But if you have any tips you want me to cover, please let me know. Yeah. I usually come up with them after I read something on BuzzFeed or think of something random that I've heard. I'm like, that's not right. We need to cover that on the show. Okay, so we want to thank our sponsors. Let me see if I can switch this bitch over.
Oh, fuck.
We'll see you later. Just kidding.
Right, everything's going to freeze again. What the fuck?
Have you seen that episode of Family Guy where this shows up?
No. I don't think
I don't know why it's doing that. I should just show it like this. Makes things easier. I don't know what I'm doing.
What do you do? End of show. There you go. Good Lord.
Okay.
There we go. Jesus.
So don't go to the website right now, but I'm just kidding. Go to the website. For past episodes, we'll be putting up. I would like to put up like entertainment news as I get it. Maybe we'll put some local drag news, whatever. We'll inform you of this.
Subscribe.
Make sure you subscribe. Oh, where is that?
Subscribe.
Can you see it? It's like on white. Whatever this is.
You have white walls. Look, subscribe here.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
I keep doing this like they can see.
They can't do it. You have to do it this way.
Make sure you like this episode if you like this episode.
Even if you don't like this episode, just like it anyway.
Like it, please. It helps us. That helps us a little bit on YouTube. Maybe they'll start sending us money one day when we get more than 100 people to watch. I say that like it's not a lot of people. It is really a lot of people. I didn't know I knew 100 people. Do you know 100 people?
My Facebook says I do.
my Facebook says I know more than 100 people too, but I don't.
It's always a conversation. If we talk about weddings, like who do you invite? I don't know. There's like 4 people. I don't fucking know.
So like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and you can follow us on our individual files. I'm over it.
How are you doing? Oh my God.
I have hit the mark.
Yeah.
Where I have.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you next week, provided that I don't get thrown in another fucking loop and end up having to work, 7 days a week, 24 hours, in which case I'm just going to camp out in Scottsdale.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
The beauty shop, bitch. Diva.
Just leave it. Just leave it. Oh, Felicia. Oh my God. One of those nights, ladies and gentlemen. One of those nights.
It's the first one of the season. We've got 17 episodes without having to restart. Yes.
New record. Can we have a little sign that says it's been X amount of days? Like they do with the accidents of the factories. Yeah, I think we're gonna put up that.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. We'll see you next week. Thank you so much for watching.